Hey folks, today's video is going to be a little bit different. That's because I've finished with the Advice of Bulk series finally. So this is going to be a few tips and tricks on basically making more profit when enhancing for profit with accessories. Now the first thing is going to be basically treat this as a second income. Don't be rushing to make profit with enhancing for profit. That's not how it works. It's a case of do your grinding on your main character, then have another character that does your enhancing for profit, or use the same character, but only do this when you've got a little bit of free time or you're just sick of grinding, you want time to chill. This is kind of the better thing to do then. Now, what I would also advise, so the second thing is use a character that has a lot of inventory space. It'll make it much easier. As you can see here, I'm just getting an extra row. I'm going to increase the amount of Reblast that I use. It's going to make it easier basically managing the costs of my stacks because you want to try and basically balance it out. So I should have like a row of tries really here, and they've just not been getting tries lately. But if I have another row, I'm more likely to be able to keep a row of tries because I have more Reblaths to play with. So that's another tip. Try and have a good chunk. I would advise, like the goal would probably be to have like one row of try and 2 rows of duo and 2 rows of pry, and then your plus 15s. And then you can just kind of try and keep it balanced at that, because obviously enhancing it goes down a rank much easier than it goes up a rank, and you don't want it to be going up a rank anyway. So it is very much a balancing game to try and keep those costs as minimal as possible. And then the next tip, so this is tip number 3, is don't just buy the items off the market if you're trying to go for profit. So the one that I'm going to buy at the moment is the Narcs because they're profitable, but I'm not going to buy it here. I'm going to put in a pre-order. People are already doing this because it's a very well-known tip, but I thought I'd give you this anyway. So pre-order at the minimum. You can pre-order at the same as other people if you want, but the minimum, because that's 10 million extra profit that you're going to be getting per attempt. Technically it's a little bit more, but basically you're saving 10 million per one you buy. So you just put in the pre-orders at base for your accessories, and then just wait. And that's why it's a secondary income. You just wait for them to come through. When things come through, you can then enhance them. For example, I've got a few things come through, so I'll be able to enhance them for profit today. I'm still waiting for things to sell as well. That's another reason why it's a case of you have to wait. And it's not like your primary income, because it's just a case of some things just don't sell as soon as possible. Now, these centaurs, someone else has probably made some. Yeah, this minimum price, minus still. So the price has actually been pushed up by me, one sold, and then someone's undercut me. But if there's only one, I'll leave it at that price. I could even increase my price really, but I'll leave it there. So then the next tip is, again, along the order, like the thing of pre-orders is for, I mean, it's kind of obvious if you're pre-ordering your accessories, why not pre-order the Blackstones? Because let's have a look. I mean, I think Blackstone arms aren't on the market. Yeah, so plenty of people doing it, but just pre-order. Here, you might have to pre-order a bit higher, but it just reduces the amount of money that you've got going out. And then the next one, some people may hate me for this because obviously not everyone has additional characters in Nadal's band, but it's a case of what you want to work with. But don't buy these Blacksmith secret books, because yes, you can get a 40 stack out of them, and that it's like only costs 1 million, but that does add up over time. If you're looking for like enhancing for profit, honestly, just use I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Use your Nadal's band. You might only have one or two, but if you have a few extra characters, obviously I know I have a lot of extra characters, but if you have a few extra characters, you can use the Nadal's band to put the enhancement chance on other characters. Yes, it takes a little bit longer going through screens, but that's completely free. Like I've got 246 stacks sat over here. So just use your other characters for your stacks rather than paying 1 million per pot, because if you're going to be doing this for like serious enhancing for profit, you're going to be using a lot of books and it'll add up. So that is all the advice I have for you today. Just good luck with your enhancing. Also, one bonus tip: it doesn't matter where you stand when you enhance. It does not change your RNG whatsoever. You don't need to wear a tinfoil hat. There is literally nothing that changes the RNG other than doing a tap so it goes to the next random number. And that's all I can advise. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.